Hey guys, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a new mold I've made, and this one is a dog. And I'm not going to show you the finished product until we demold it. But this one does take a little extra work. I'm going to be pouring him with all one color with my new glitter mix. This is the one that's called Crown of Gold. And this is available in my eBay store if you want it. But I'm going to pour him with all, because it's hard. I mean, you can get in there if you wanted to and use like, I don't know, mica powders or whatever. But I'm going to wait until I demold him. And I'm probably going to paint the ears and the collar and the nose and the face with some acrylic paint, even though I'm not a painter. We'll see how I do. I don't know. But you can use this as like a spoon holder on your oven or just a little tray of a dog. And he's got big long ears. He's got a collar. So I'm thinking like the glitter will be like most of him, the body, because you know how I like glitter. And then I will come in, paint the rest how I want, and I might take some UV resin mixed with some sparkle just to kind of make it all go together and kind of rub a thin layer of UV resin over him with a little bit of shimmer inside. I don't know. I'm going to play this one by ear. I have not done him yet. This will be the first time. Obviously, I molded him, but I have not poured him with resin. Now, this one I had a bubble. You would not, this is for sale as well, but you would not get one with a bubble in it, so I kept the bad one. There was a bubble right here that I didn't notice when it was curing, so I fixed it. And there was also one bubble up in here, so that's the back, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to keep the one with the bubble in it. Yours would be perfect if you did end up ordering one. This takes almost 8 ounces of resin. So I'm going to probably, I'm going to mix up 8, pour a whole bunch of glitter in, and I'm thinking I'm going to try Daniel Cooper's way of doing it. I'm going to put some PVA glue in here, Elmer's glue. I'm going to put it in my resin because this is a chunky glitter and it would sink. And I really don't, I mean, it doesn't matter if it sinks, but I want to try it out. I've got the glue and I've got the chunky, so let's give it a try. Let me get some resin mixed up. Okay, so I'm using my fast cure resin, my 4-hour fast cure, because it's super thick and it'll help hold that glitter suspended. Now, fun fact I just learned, I was watching a Let's Resin tutorial the other day and I just tried it. If you stir your resin in only one direction, you get a lot less bubbles. So I did that and I got a lot less bubbles, which was, how come I didn't know this? So now all of you know this. So stir your resin in only one direction and there's hardly any bubbles. And this is the thick stuff that gets tons and tons of bubbles because I'm constantly stirring it and scraping it and stirring it. But I scraped it and I stirred it only in one direction today. The other thing that I learned, thinking of the glue technique, if you let Let's resin heat up to 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit because I have not done it yet, that's how you suspend your glitter in their resin. So this is only at like 28 degrees and I've had it sitting here for like 10 minutes. So instead of waiting for 50 degrees, I'm gonna go ahead and try the glue thing. So this is the glue I've got. And I know he only put a little bit in, but he uses like tiny bits of resin because he's usually doing jewelry. So I'm just gonna put a good squirt in there. Mix it in best that I can. Yeah, you can definitely see it in there. Now that I'm stirring, oh yeah, it's getting really gloppy. I wonder if I did too much. Wow, that totally changes it. I've never done it before, so you guys are learning with me. I hope I didn't just ruin 8 ounces of resin. I am going to, I was gonna pour half in that cup because I can't mix glitter in here. Yeah, that is totally different. No doubt it'll stay suspended. But now I want to get my glitter in here. So I'm going to pour some in somehow. Completely changes. I should have probably done this on like a smaller scale than this today. Too late now. Now I'm all in. So I'm just going to pour my glitter in. I hope I didn't ruin this batch. You would think I would test. I don't test anything before I turn the camera on. I don't have time to do that. So you guys get it as it comes. Yeah, it should definitely stay suspended with the glue in there for sure. I don't see how it can't. I'm going to get this poured in and then I'll do the next batch. Turned really gloopy. All right, now the rest of the glitter. Guess it doesn't matter when you fill it with glitter which way you stir it, but I did want to test that theory out about less bubbles, and it was definitely less bubbles. So if you don't have a bubble removing machine, or if you're using a resin that doesn't work in it, like the thicker ones, then I recommend stirring in one direction. So here, I'm just gonna squish it down because it does go deep down in there for the base, down at the bottom. And I'm hoping me putting this glue in here didn't totally screw up my edges. Before I completely fill it. I have no idea what's going on inside of here, because it does go up underneath all these edges. But because I made it so gloopy, I don't know if it's getting in there. So we're going to learn all kinds of things today. Let's just hope. I hate wasting resin, and I hate when things come out unexpected. I'm going to dome it on the back so I don't have much trimming to do. All right, so I have a little bit left, which I knew I would. Let's see how this stuff cures in another mold. So I will put this stuff in an extra mold and see what happens. All right, this thing cured like really fast. I had the heat mat on and I had it covered up, but oh my gosh, this thing is solid as a rock. So let's see what it looks like. I am a little nervous about it because of how gloopy I made it. Maybe I didn't need to be worried about it. I don't know. It's a little bendy. It's just coming out of, you know, the heat mat, but it's definitely solid and it's hot. And look, the edges seem to be okay. I guess I didn't have to worry about all that glue I stuck in there. Oh, I just broke the bottom off. I broke it off because I was not patient. I'll have to get the bottom out. Give me a minute. All right, I learned my lesson the hard way. Finally did it. I broke it off because it is still really warm. Do not demold your stuff until it is cold. Trust me on this one. Anyway, let's look at this and see what we got here. I know you can hardly see the outline, but here's the ears. Here's his face and his collar. And his feet. So now I'm going to have to, I wonder if I can UV resin this together, because it'll go together really nicely like you'll never know. I think what I'm going to do is use my E6000, get it glued together, and then just go over it with some UV resin once it's cooled and dry. So let me grab my glue here. Wondering how I'm going to hold it together though. Well, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to do UV resin. That's so disappointing. It's the first time I've ever broken anything when it's warm. Maybe I'll tape it up. Okay, guys, I will come back. I can't continue on until this is dried now. Be right back. All right, he's saved. So I did UV resin on this side and on this side, thicker on the back than I did on the front, and it's pretty solid. So I'm going to go ahead and finish him up. I know you can't see it, but there are indentions for his eyes. There is a raised area for his nose and his little cheeks, I guess you call them. I don't know what you call them. And his little tongue sticks out right there. There is a collar right here. Of course, his ears are very big. They go right here. And then he has 2 feet here at the bottom. So I chose my colors for him. I'm going to do brown ears, black in the eyes, black and white and brown, I'm not sure. A black little nose. His collar is going to be blue. I'm just going to kind of go, I don't know. I don't really have a big plan. I just know these are the colors I'm using. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse and show you a little bit of what I'm doing, but probably not that much because I want to surprise you. I don't even know if this is going to come out good. I am not an artist. There's no part of me that is an artist, so keep that in mind. Don't judge. Here we go. Are you ready to see him? I had to shut him off. I had to give you a little bit of surprise, but I do want to say the glue trick worked. There is glitter throughout. I probably added too much glue, but heck, it cured fine. So I'm going with it. Thanks, Daniel Cooper. That was genius of you, because I have a video coming up that I needed to suspend some glitter, and now I know how to do it. All right, so here we go. There he is. His little eyes. I did his nose. I did a collar with gold. Now I did need to put like 2 coats of everything on. I did outline his little legs and then put his toenails in, just to give it a little definition from all this glitter. So what I think I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my shimmer, which is a very shimmery, glittery glitter, I guess. I'm going to put a very thin coat because I want him all to glitter. So I'm just going to take some more UV resin. I've got my light here ready. And I'm just going to do like a thin coat. I'm just kind of going to smear it on with my hands, I guess. Let me get you only need a tiny bit of this stuff. And then let me stir it all together, because I didn't want him to like be half glitter and half not. So I knew in the beginning going into this, I was going to probably shimmer him up. So let's just start at the bottom. I'm just going to do a little section. And it's not really going to interfere with the glitter that I already have on here. It's just going to glitter up the portions that are not glittered, and it's going to shine him back up. So I'm just going to do this section real quick, make sure it's going to work out okay, and then we'll move on from here. Okay, and it's good, it's not sticky. So yeah, I figured it was gonna work. I've coated many things with UV resin before, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish the job. I'm just gonna do the whole thing so it all kind of matches, I guess. This is him, guys. Isn't he cute? I decided to paint his tongue, obviously. What do you think? You like my new mold? I like them all glossy. There's just barely a tinge of glitter in his ears all over him now. And he's not any sharp because I domed the back, so that's pretty good. So yeah, you can use them for whatever you want to use them. There's a little lip to them, not much, but there is. If you want to use them as a little catch tray for keys or whatever. All right, thanks for watching. I'm so glad you guys decided to come in and watch today. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You're going to see all kinds of stuff on this channel. I will see you guys tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Hang on, I got a couple pictures for you.